In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple multicam sequence inside of Final Cut. Before we get into the video, I want to ask you, please just drop a like and a comment. Just say, hey Axel, this is for the YouTube algorithm. That would help this video to be shown to way more people and would allow me to keep making this type of content. Now, let's just get started. So I shot this very simple tutorial where I'm using one single camera, one audio source, and also a screen recording. Basically the same thing that I'm doing right now for this tutorial. I'm going to show you how I did it for another tutorial using a screen recorder and a single camera with a microphone. So I have my video clip, what I shot, I have my screen recording, and I have the sound. Really simple. What you're going to do is you want to select your video clips and your sound source. Right now we're going to use audio to do the syncing of these clips. If you had multiple cameras, you could do the same process. So we select all of them, we right click, and we say new multicam clip. We're going to call it multi-IMDb. I always like to set this to 0, and you put it in the event that you're editing. And make sure you're clicking this, use audio for synchronization. That is going to allow you to automatically analyze the clips that you have, and Final Cut is going to find a way to sync them by using the audio. You select your format, and once you have everything the way you want it, you just hit OK. Depending on the specs of your computer, it will be really quick or it will take a little bit. If you have a lot of clips, it will take a while, so make sure that you get some coffee and wait. So right now I have this, and as you can see, you can double click it and you can see how Final Cut automatically synced up the audio and the video, and it created the different angles. So I'm going to come here and call this audio. This is the A cam. And now what we're missing is synchronizing the recording, and for that, a little trick you could do is you could play some music or play some kind of sound on your computer to create the sync, and that way your microphone is capturing that and the camera also. In this case, I totally forgot to do that. Now to synchronize your screen recording, I'm going to find a specific moment in the video where I mention something, and then I will go and find that on the screen recording. So once you do this, it's going to show you a list of all the projects with the same name. So now I found that moment, and I will bring that down to here, just drop it. Now to make sure that everything is synced up okay, if you look at here, the audio is the only audio source that we're using, and the camera is muted. So when you play this back, if the audio is on point, it will be flawless. Just pop it. Okay, so you can see that. Now let's see if we can enable the screen recording and see if what I'm talking about is the same thing that I'm doing. So now I'm going to show you how to create a production company page if you don't have one. So in this case, you're going to find a project. That's not it. I think we're behind, so I'm going to come over here, move this around. As you can see, the screen recording is now synced. All you have to do next is edit your clips inside your multicam if you want to adjust like color and the way the sound works. And I usually do this at the end after I have edited everything. You can move the multicam into your project to edit it. So for example, I'm going to open this project called Multicam Tutorial, and I'm going to bring this multicam clip into my timeline on this project. Then here, if you press Command-Shift-7, you can see the different angles that are available. And here is where you can play back and select where you want to show on the main screen. And as you can see, everything is working on the multicam. One option that you want to look at is if you want to keep the audio source the same throughout, you don't want it to be changing, make sure this button here at the top left corner is set to video only. And this means that when you cut, you're only switching the video. For example, if I hit play,
Now, if you want to change
cut
the
to this
note
video,
section, that's
cut to this video,
where it says your name,
cut to this video,
right,
and the audio remains the same. So the cuts that are made here in the timeline are not going to alter any of the sound. Now, once you're done doing all your editing, like the cuts of what you want to keep, and you're happy with that, that's when I move on into coloring and audio adjusting. To do that, just double click here on the Multicam, and you're gonna see the entire Multicam clip. Anything that you change here, it will be updated on that timeline. So for example, I'm going to do the color. So I select this clip. I'm going to hide the panel. So Command-Shift-7 hides the angle. Command-7 brings my color panel. So I'm going to move here to show all my color controls. And I'm going to make sure that I enable the view of the video. And here I can adjust the color. So I'm gonna crush the shadows a little bit. Bring the saturation up to have really vibrant colors. I'm gonna bring my highlights a little bit more and my midtones. So once I'm happy with this color grading, you can see the before and after. If I move back into the project, you can see how it has updated here, and the color that I did on the Multicam is moving over to here to the project. And same with sound, you can go in, adjust the sound, and you're going to have those same changes move on here. And that's how you create a very simple Multicam clip inside of Final Cut. If you like the video, please consider subscribing. I would love to hear about the projects that you're working on. Drop me a comment and I'd love to connect with you. I'm always on Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to learn more about filmmaking, follow me and check out this other video.